Houston, Texas is home to SmackDown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely. After tonight, Houston's never going to know what hit it.
You've got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down.
Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
He saw that one coming.
Oh boy, I think the referee is out of it.
They got to start getting sturdier refs. This kind of thing seems to happen a lot.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that. There's the cover. Can he do it?
That's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
He made his opponent look like a... Uh-oh. You know what's coming next.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
I think he's 3 seconds away from victory.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
2.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
He's sure it.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? He anticipated that move perfectly.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself. We've seen this before.
His opponent might not have enough left to kick out.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is, it ain't. Watch it. He reversed it. Half of the Undertaker style is about getting inside.
Oh no, here comes that giant chop of his.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky. A lot of people think that Randy Orton's just... There it is, blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, these are WWE superstars. And sometimes this is what it takes to win.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
He may get the 3 count right here.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and
it looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. Tombstone pile driver.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going for the pin.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this... Oh, no. I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Wow, you're not kidding. He's busted wide open.
Get in there and take a look at him, ref. Great reversal. Look at that. That's going to go over big with him.
I don't think the fans like that one too much. I'm sure that breaks his heart.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE, and he doesn't give a damn what they think.
Oh, man, these fans know what's coming next.
Pedigree! Pedigree! That's got to be it!
1, 2, 3.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings? He's going for the cover.
1, 2.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
1.
I guess it just
2,
goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE.
1, 2, 3.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me. Every time he enters the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
Speaking of the law of physics, I think Rey's gotten to a point where his competition is just too big and too strong for him to beat.
I think Mysterio can be competitive at any level against any opponent. If anyone would know that, it's you.
I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the great Khali, part of me is glad I'm not an active competitor.
Are you seriously admitting that the great Khali intimidates you?
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying I couldn't beat him. I'm just saying I'm glad I don't have to try. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. Now there's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves, though, are high risk.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a...
And there's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Look at these super...
Here's your winner, The Undertaker.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Tim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. A textbook reversal there.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, what does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Uh-oh. Come on! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going!
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the details.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the dare.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature?
More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. In my book, once you wear that title around your waist, you've made it in this business.
Come on, JR. Have you ever heard of a fluke champion? Batista got lucky. You don't get into the Hall of Fame for being lucky.
No, you don't. And you don't get there on a fluke. But Batista's the real deal. And that's why it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see him inducted after a long and distinguished career.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
He went straight for the pin. No eyes on him.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Is it just me? Or does the dead man seem a little off tonight?
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that's shot, JR, but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker should quit now, while he can still retire with some dignity. Man, look at the size of Umaga. What do you feed a guy to get him that big, JR?
I don't even want to guess, King, because it looks to me like Umaga. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. There aren't many superstars.
Uh-oh! Look out below!
My gosh! Chest first.
Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam all the way from hell! This match is going to continue until he's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this!
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
He countered that and made it look easy.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment.
My God! What a sickening impact of flesh and bone. He is out for blood here tonight.
And the more he grinds his opponent's face into that cage wall, the more he's going to get.
My God! Look at this brutal assault. Grinding his...
Oh, man. Here it comes.
My God! The Samoan spike. That thumb jammed straight into the throat. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
Jeff Hardy's a great singles competitor, but tag team action is where he really shines.
Someone's going for a ride.
Wow, did Did you see that, JR? Drop chest first, right under that security barrier.
What a reversal.
No WWE superstar ever wants to admit they've got their limits. But when you've been getting hammered like a railroad spike all match, you don't have much of a choice.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure? And there's the cover. You're not going to get him with that one.
3.
Here's your winner, Umaga!
Welcome to a sold-out ECW event emanating from San Antonio, Texas. Do we have an exciting show for you tonight?
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for the action to start. Just listen to these fans.
They've really come alive here in the Alamo City. They know they're about to see the most extreme sports entertainment on the planet.
Gee, you reversed that one. Come on, you don't win a match by taunting your opponent like that.
Not technically, but getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
I'm sure this superstar would argue the benefits of feeding off of the audience.
Oh, man, this is not pretty to look at, but most things you gotta do to win a match like this isn't pretty to look at.
When you're caged like an animal, I guess it brings out the killer instinct.
Oh, geez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
He's giving the fans what they want and building some momentum at the same time. Nothing wrong with that.
Watch it. He reversed it. I love watching Mark Henry go to work in that ring. And there is no one.
Can you imagine the excruciating pain of that steel mesh scraping human flesh and bone?
Right through the cell.
I think this match is setting new standards for brutality.
It's a war, that's for sure, I'm telling you. And the cage is the ultimate weapon.
think The Undertaker will go down as one of the best, all-time best in sports entertainment.
And I hope you're including me on that list there, Skinny.
What's going through the minds of these combatants right now?
About a million different things. Here's the deal, you gotta think several steps ahead of your opponent, especially in this caliber of a match.
It really is a game of human chess.
Yeah, and I'm stuck next to the lowly pawn.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
He saw that one coming. He's going for the pin.
I was talking to one of these superstars before the show, and they let me in on a little secret strategy we're planning for tonight.
And that strategy was?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret, now would it? Jeez. No wonder why nobody trusts you.
His opponent is out of it. He's tuning up the band.
Sweet chin music. That's guaranteed to take the fight right out of you. His opponent might not have enough left to kick out of this one. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
That reversal fights. He could pin his opponent right here. What a reversal.
What reflexes? I bet he plays a lot of video games. That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I say go for the leg.
Sound like a manager. You ever considered that career path?
Nah, I'd be too tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out. This is human chess, man, and he thought one move ahead.
Fans brought their signage to the arena, huh? What's your favorite sign?
I'm always partial to Taz is gonna kill you. I like that one myself. That used to get me amped up, no doubt. I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the great Khali, part of me is really glad that I'm not in that ring anymore.
Are you admitting that the great Khali intimidates you?
Don't go putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying I couldn't beat him. I'm just saying I'm glad I don't have to try.
What a night of action, and I have a feeling the best is still yet to come.
I'm digging it too. And you know what? What will make this thing much better? Maybe just kind of like pipe down a little bit so I can pay more attention.
It appears someone's been busted open.
Look at all.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Looks like they've come in here and stepped up their game.
Yep, but the ladder of success goes both ways. On the losing side, that means a trip down one rung. He anticipated that move perfectly. I think everyone's gonna leave the arena with a smile on their face.
Not everyone. Remember, someone's got to lose, and losing is not fun.
Good point. That's the price you pay to be a superstar.
DX is alive. We got a pinfall attempt right here.
3.
Here is your winner, Shawn Michaels. The following contest is an ECW Extreme Rule Match. On the way to the ring,
ECW is playing host to a packed house here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And everyone is here for our unique brand of extreme action.
Of course they're here to see ECW action, Mitch. What do you think they're here to see you?
Come on, you're a true friend. And now let's kick off tonight's show with our first contest. Oh my God, that did some serious damage.
If you don't like it, look away. You wuss.
All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring.
I'll never understand why there are so many dangerous objects under the ring. Doesn't anyone look under there before the match starts?
Man, that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on. It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this.
No doubt, the shortest distance.
Well, you're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
You got that right. I don't care how tough you are.
What a reversal! Now that was some serious impact.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats.
The crowd is certainly giving these superstars a piece of their minds.
They better not give him too much.
He may get the 3 count right here.
2.
These competitors seem a little tentative in there. He wasted no time in going for that pin.
2.
This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest.
Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I know physical punishment is part of the game, but I can't believe you're enjoying this so much.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
How do you compare today's superstar?
Look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What the hell are you talking about? This is great.
He saw that one coming. I'd say this matchup has lived up to expectations so far. What do you think, partner?
Yeah, it's off the chain for sure. I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait to see how it ends.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
They paid for their tickets, and that...
Talking about getting a taste of their own medicine. Not only did Randy learn the ropes, oh man, did you see that? He busted him wide open.
After that...
He's looking for the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Man, this
Good evening and welcome to Los Angeles, California, where a city known for its beautiful people is about to get down and dirty with ECW.
ECW superstars redefine the term La La Land, if you know what I'm saying.
That they do, and there's no second takes for our brand of action. This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest.
Having respect and support of the crowd is great, but it's not going to win you the match.
Didn't it give you a rush to hear the fans cheering and chanting for you?
Yeah, I definitely think it was pretty cool.
Well, you're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
You got that right. I don't care how tough you are.
It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this.
No doubt, the shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining.
I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all of us.
Now would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I say go for it.
I don't think that chair's going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he used it for, and that's all that really matters.
Oh my God, what a chair shot!
There isn't anything like the sound of steel meeting human skull. Oh man, what a chair shot. Brings me back to the original ECW days.
I was around back then too, but I don't have as much nostalgia for steel chairs to the skull. Now that was some serious impact.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
He saw that one coming. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. They just missed with a foul. They'll stop at nothing.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Oh, boy. Nothing takes the fun out of you quicker than having your face ground into the steel cage.
It's a vicious, sadistic, brutal technique, but there's no questioning its effectiveness. He is out for blood here tonight.
And the more he grinds his opponent's face into that cage wall, the more he's gonna get. Oh my gosh, he's grinding his opponent's face right into that steel cage.
And that's what makes a match like this so dangerous. The cage itself is a weapon. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No.
My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Here we go. Tombstone pile driver. He's going for the pin.
2, 3. Is
Here's your winner, The Undertaker.
a big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. In my book, once you wear that title around your waist, you've made it in this business.
Come on, JR. Haven't you ever heard of a fluke champion? Batista got lucky. You don't get into the Hall of Fame for being lucky.
No, you don't. And you don't get there on a fluke. But Batista's the real deal. And that's why it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see him inducted after a long and distinguished career.
I can't believe he countered that one.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. It doesn't matter who Umaga's in the ring against or how I feel about them personally. I pity them.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't even know if Umaga understands the whole concept of winning a match. I think he just hits his opponent until they don't get up anymore.
And I don't care how tough you are, after going a few rounds with a Samoan bulldozer, not getting up must start to seem like a pretty good idea.
There's no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry really is the world's strongest man. The power of this guy is absolutely incredible.
It's downright scary is what it is. We've seen Mark Henry absolutely destroy his opponents. And I hope we're not going to see more of the same here tonight.
Look, anyone who gets in the ring with Mark Henry knows exactly what to expect. And if they're dumb enough to do it, that's their problem.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. That went nowhere. He's a slippery devil. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
Is it just me, or does the dead man seem a little off tonight?
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that shot JR, but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker should quit now, while he can still retire with some dignity. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
He reversed it. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he threw it all away.
What are you talking about, King? Batista never rode anyone's coattails. He's his own man. He earned his spot. And Flair and Triple H are two of the greatest, no doubt about it. But Batista proved he's at their level when he beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
They call him the Samoan Bulldozer, and you don't get closer to the truth than that.
No kidding. He's just about as big and almost as strong. And the only difference is you can turn a bulldozer off if something goes wrong.
He's not going to get caught with that one. You're not going to get him with that one.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of... I don't think this match will continue much longer, King. I don't think there's too much left in the tank here. A textbook reversal there.
I know these superstars want to keep going, but I don't know if they're going to be able to for much longer.
I love watching Mark Henry wrestle. No one else in this business can take an opponent apart the way he can.
You say that like it's a good thing. I wish Henry would focus more on winning matches and less on ending careers.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. Oh, no. It looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
There's so much blood, the Red Cross ought to be sponsoring this one, JR.
I don't know if he's even going to be able to finish this match with a gusher like that.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer.
He countered that. Oh, no. That last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
This is great, JR. Where else besides the WWE can you see this kind of ruthless aggression?
I can't think of anywhere else, King, but I'm afraid I don't share your enthusiasm for this kind of brutality.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal... Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. I'll be honest with you, King. This is not...
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great!
I don't know what's so great about watching a human being brutalized like this.
Come on, JR. You know this isn't ballet. Watch out! He reversed it!
I tell you, King, I've got no... Oh, my. This is not what those ring ropes were meant to be used for.
Well, all's fair in love and war, JR. But after this, I don't think there's going to be a lot of loving in this superstar's future. Wow! Listen to these...
It appears he's looking to put his opponent away here.
Oh, man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
And here's the pin. 2. He may get the 3 count here. 2.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're...
Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam all the way from hell!
Here's the pin! Could this be it?
2, 3. A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes 2 of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
What a counter!
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Is it just me, or does the dead man seem a little off tonight?
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good tonight as when he first appeared in the WWE.
I'm not sure if it's your eyes or your brain that shot JR, but that's ridiculous. The Undertaker should quit now, while he can still retire with some dignity.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where he's going for the pin.
2. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. That went nowhere.
It looks like he's helping his opponent do a little family planning here, JR.
Well, that's one way to do it, King. I don't think we're going to be seeing any youngins in this superstar's immediate future.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated. It doesn't matter who Umaga's in the ring again.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. What's he got planned here?
Oh, man. He bounced his opponent's head right off of that barricade. And I don't know what those things are made of, but they're solid, and they hurt. These fans, you see that? They just destroyed the cell roof. I'm not sure he's got his opponent by the head.
And a nasty slam of the head right into that security barricade. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I think we know what the big man's going for here.
We sure do. And there it is, the world's strongest slam. Here's the cover, JR.
2, 3.
There's no